Ladies and gentlemen, the regular session of the Sangguniang Panglungsod is about to commence. Everyone, please rise.
As the elected city vice mayor and the presiding officer, this 33rd regular session is now called to order. Roll call, please.
The members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, Honorable Michael Gerard T. Morada, Honorable Galileo P. Angeles, Honorable Jennifer Spitey Toledo, Honorable Oscar M. Gozos II, Honorable Rio Fer Nicole H. Ronquillo, Honorable Venice D. Manalo, Honorable Miguel P. Lina III, Honorable Merlo P. Silva, Honorable Avior R. Rocafort, Honorable Ralph Peter S. Umali, Honorable Aris D. Macala, Honorable Percival V. Lojo, Honorable Emmanuel T. Recto, Honorable John Paulo N. Macala, and the presiding officer, Honorable City Vice Mayor Camille Angeline M. Lopez.
Do we have a quorum?
Yes, we have a quorum.
May I request the Honorable Aris Macala for the leading of the invocation and the singing of the national anthem.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello. Manatili po tayong tahimik. Tayo po ay mananalangin. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Panginoong Jesucristo, ngayon pong araw ay muling nagtitipon-tipon ang lahat para sa pagpupulong ng suliranin ng taong bayan. Naway inyo po kaming gabayan na maging maayos at mapayapang matapos ang pagpupulong nito. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng pagpapala na ibinibigay niyo po sa amin. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Ating pong ilagay ang ating kanang kamay sa ating kaliwang dibdib at magiting nating kantahin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Honorable Venice Manalo, you are recognized.
Good morning po, Madam Chair, to my fellow councilors at sa lahat po ng bisita na naririto ngayon. Madam Chair, may I request for the suspension of the rules as we acknowledge our Miss Lipa Tourism 2023 as she will be our representative pride of the city of Lipa for the upcoming Binibining Silka Batangas.
Any duly seconded, rules suspended.
Okay. Miss Bea Sumulong, you now have the floor to introduce yourself and about po sa sasalihan yung upcoming pageant.
Good day, everyone. I am Beme Sumulong, and I am the currently crowned Miss the Patriotism 2023. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for welcoming me today, and I am so happy to announce that I am an official candidate for Binibining Silka Southern Tagalog 2023, with the hope of winning the crown and representing our beloved city, Lipa City, in the national stage. And with that, I want to ask for support in any forum, and it will be very much appreciated. Thank you. And once again, I am Beme Sumulong, your Miss the Patriotism 2023.
Any questions?
Ayan, any questions po? Attorney Gali, you have question? Okay.
Magkano binigay ni Vinice? Okay. I can see that you're very good in communication. Can you please tell us what is your background, educational background, where do you go to school, and
I am currently fourth year BS Accounting and Information System student po,
from what school?
from De La Salle pa.
Okay. Yung parents mo, what do they do?
My business is involved in export business, exporting Filipino products in the Middle East po.
Okay.
Filipino food and beverage products po. Yes po, all Filipino made. No, not only Lipa, but in Philippines po.
Ilan taon ka na, ma'am?
I am 21, turning 22 this October.
Okay. Sige. Good luck ha. Good luck. And
Yes, thank you
we wish
po.
you well. Okay, thank you. We wish you good luck.
May
Saan yung venue nung nyo? Ng competition?
Fortunately, the venue will be at SM Lipa this September 17,
dito.
2023 po. This is the Southern Tagalog portion, pero po, in national, it will be held at, actually, it's not yet officially announced, but somewhere in Manila, I think, this October po.
So, bali sa Lipa, ikaw yung representative?
Yes po, I am representing Lipa.
Tapos, from different cities in Batangas, they are also represented.
Yes po, the whole Southern Tagalog. So it involves Laguna, Cavite, and other nearby.
So, mga ilan kayong contestants dun?
Out of hundreds, I think 15 official candidates po.
15.
Yes po.
Ano yung mga, di ba merong yan? May question answer, may talent, ano ba yung mga, dun, category?
There's no talent competition in this po. Only question and answer.
Ganon. Oo. Sige. Thank you ulit ha.
Thank you po.
Okay, so good luck po, Miss Bea, for the upcoming competition, and thank you for bringing pride to the city of Lipa, and the Sangguniang Panglungsod will be here, of course, to support and help you on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you po, Madam Chair.
Session resumes. Privilege. Honorable Merlo Silva, you are recognized.
Good morning, Madam Chair, sa atin ng mga kasamahan. Isa hong karangalan ng lungsod na Lipa, magkaroon ho tayo ng isang mayor na katulad ho ni Mayor Eric Aprica. At ganoon din ho, isa rin hong karangalan ng pamahalaan ng lungsod na Lipa na magkaroon ho tayo ng isang empleyado na Nestor Atienza. Nito hong civil serviceman ay ang atin hong buting alkalde ay pinagkalooban po ng Presidential Lingkod Bayan Award na ito ho ay isang magandang pakita na nagsisilbing inspirasyon din ho sa ating mga kababayan, lalo na sa ating katulad ho natin na mga lingkod bayan. At ito rin ho ay isang karangalan para ho sa atin hong mamamayan ng lungsod na Lipa at sa atin hong lungsod. Ganun din ho, pagkakaroon ho ng isang Nestor Atienza na isang empleyado mula ho sa City Engineering Office na naging outstanding employee at nagkaroon din ho ng Dangal Bayan Award as a regional winner. Kaya ho, in the right time, ako ay magpapasa ng isang resolusyon na congratulating and commending these two gentlemen of our own na mabigyan ho ng isang karangalan sa pamagitan ho ng sanggunian, Madam Chair. Kaya, with due respect, I move that this matter be considered as urgent.
Any second? Duly seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
So, Madam Chair, I move for the passage of a resolution congratulating and commending our beloved Mayor Eric Africa for winning as for being an awardee of a Presidential Lincoln Bayan Award regional category, and our employee Nestor T. Atienza for being a Dangal Bayan Award in as a regional winner in a GIS Civil Service Month for third and final reading, Madam Chair.
Any second? Jointly moved by Honorable Ronquillo Angeles Gozos Lina, seconded by Honorable Morada, Macala, Umali, Rocafort, Manalo, Toledo. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Isa pa po, Madam Chair. Nakakatuwa ho, yung atin hong idea, at nabuksan din ho ito ni Gonzalo Aris, na magkaroon ho ng bicycle, tricycle, and motorcycle lane, ay nagkaroon ho ng katuparan. Ito yung matagal ko na ho na nadala sa sanggunian, at nagkaroon na ho ito ng isang ordinansa way back 3 years ago. At ito ho ay magkakaroon na ng implementasyon. Nakakatuwa, Madam Chair. Ngunit, sa kabila ho nyon, ako'y nangangamba pa rin ho. Dahil ho, Madam Chair, kailan natin mariresolba talaga ang tunay na ano ang tunay na solusyon sa trapiko sa lungsod ng Lipa. Bagamat tayo, Madam Chair, ay isip na ng isip, gawa tayo ng paraan upang magbutas ng mga panibagong karsada para humaibsan ang traffic sa lungsod ng Lipa. Pero kita naman ho natin, Madam Chair, padami ng padami ang mga sasakyan. Katulad na lang ho ng mga single na motor, Madam Chair. Alam niyo nung kami galing sa Indonesia, Bali, Indonesia, once na nagkaroon sa traffic light, Madam Chair, ay more than 300 motorcycle, single, nandyan ho. Ang nakakapag-alala, Madam Chair, baka ho ito Lipa, mapatulad dyan. Ay nakakapag-alala. Dahil ho, tingnan ho natin, may isang motor na luma, ibebenta. Bibili ng bago, kukuha ng hulugang bago, mura naman. Yun yung nakabili, ang gagawin hindi naman ho babakaling, kundi paaandarin na rin ho, patatakbuhin na rin. So, additional na traffic ho yan, pagdudulot ho ng traffic. Ang jeep ho natin, ang mga sasakyang pribado, madami. Ano ho kaya ang plano ng Land Transportation Agency para po sa mga sasakyan sa lungsod ng Lipa? Ano ho ang plano natin? Ano ang dapat natin gawin? Upang sa ganun ho, ay maibsan man lamang ho. Dahil ang akin nung paniniwala, kahit tayo magbutas na magbutas, kahit ay padami ho ng padami. Dahil ho, hindi naman ho, sa ibang bansa nga ho, tingnan, sa Singapore daw, nakakausap po natin nung kami nagpunta noon, ang buhay ho ng isang kotse, 10 taon lang. Ang ginagawa daw ho ng gobyerno, after 10 years, bibilhin itong mga luma at may mga pribado rin ng negosyante bibilhin. Then, ibinigbebenta outside the Singapore. So, puro bago. Dito sa atin ho, hanggat natakbo, kahit ito skeleton na, basta't natakbo, naaari sa ating mga kalye, naaari sa ating mga karsada. Saan tayo pupunta? Alam mo natin na ito hong traffic, ito ay kasama sa pag-unlad. Pero baka ho maging bansot naman ang ating ekonomiya kung ito hindi ho natin bibigyan ng mga pansin. Siguro, Madam Chair, ngayon pa, pag-aralan na natin ho ito. Pag-aralan natin kung kinakailangan mag-phase out at yun ho ang solusyon, bakit hindi? At kung kinakailangan ho na magkaroon ho ng limitasyon ang karsada natin, gawin ho natin, Madam Chair. Kaya siguro, Madam Chair, hinihiling ko na ma-refer ito sa tamang komitiba at magkaroon ho tayo ng isang malawakang pag-aaral para po sa bagay nito, Madam Chair.
Matter brought up is referred to the Committee on Traffic. Honorable Avio Rocafort, you are recognized.
Dapat isa kanya hindi public utility. Sa akin bibigay. Hindi ko kaya tanggapin ang trabaho yun. Madam Chair, last week po tayo ay nagkaroon ng initial hearing with regards doon po sa traffic na nararanasan po natin. And prior to that hearing, nagpatawag po ang SIPOS ng meeting sa mga stakeholders po natin, Madam Chair. Kaya lang, doon po sa hearing, hindi po umattend ang mga schools dahil baka mapagalitan ko ulit. Hindi umattend, hindi umattend ang Canosa. Yung madre, pagpaumanhin po ninyo, sister. At sa pamunuan ng Canosa, pagpaumanhin ninyo, hindi po sila umattend kasi baka mapagalitan ko na naman. Sino ho ba ang hindi magagalit na ikaw ay Catholic school, ako ho ay Katoliko, at hindi ho itinuro sa akin ng simbahan at sa bawat pagsimba ko sa gospel ng pari, parati po at paulit-ulit nilang sinasabi na kailangan ang simbahan ay mapagpatawad, mapagreforma, mapangunawa at mapagmahal, takbuhan ng mga taong naliligaw ng landas. Doon po sa hearing ng Committee on Social Services, Madam Chair, na kung saan ang parusa ng mapapatunayang nag-positive sa drug test ng Canosa ay kick out, ano ho ang mangyayari sa estudyante na kinick out nila na sa halip ay akayin nila sa tamang landas sapagkat sila ang pangalawang tahanan ng mga estudyante at ganun din ang turing dapat ho nila sa mga taong ito ay biktima sa iba't ibang problema na pwede nitong kasangkutan sa pamilya, sa kaibigan, ay kick out. So, hindi pa po tapos yung hearing namin doon, yun po ay ifa-follow up pa namin, Madam Chair. Pagdating po doon sa traffic, ay inimbitahan po natin ang mga stakeholders tulad ng Lasal, Canosa, mga establishments, UB, dito po sa Levittown at mga barangay captains, LTFRB, LTO at iba pa pong mga stakeholders. Marami po mga proposal na kasalukuyang ginagawa ang SIPOS base po sa napag-usapan nilang meeting. Pero ang ilan po dito, ang sinabi natin ay malalaman po natin yung mga experiment na ginagawa nila kung effective o hindi. Pero sa tamang panahon, Madam Chair, ay nais ko pong tanggalin na ang blanket authority natin sa SIPOS para po sa traffic rerouting. Nang sa ganon, lahat po ng mga traffic rerouting dito sa Lipa na gustong gawin ng SIPOS ay ipagbigay alam po sa sanggunian at nang mapag-aralan po natin ng husay. Ganon din, Madam Chair, ito pong sa parte ng, ang LTO po ay nangako at pinakiusapan natin na sa halip na tutukan po nila yung panghuhuli sa mga motorsiklo base sa mga sasakyan, ay unahin po nila yung road clearing operations dito sa Lipa. Yung mga paghuhuli ng mga illegally parked vehicles na nakakaabala po sa daloy ng trapiko dito sa ating lungsod. Sapagkat ang kamay po ng SIPOS ay nakatali doon sa bagong memorandum circular ng LTO na inilabas na hindi po tayo pwedeng mag-ticket ng sasakyan na wala pong tao o wala pong driver. So, LTO na lang po ang mamahala doon dahil yan po ay inisyo nilang memorandum. So, yun po ang ating pinakiusap sa kanila tuwing peak hours dito po sa Lipa, umaga o kaya po hapon na labasan ng mga estudyante. Ganun din, Madam Chair, mas i-appreciate ko kung ang mapag-aralan po natin ay number coding dito sa Lipa. Dahil yun ho ang inaantay kong proposal sana ni Consel Merlo. Dahil doon po sa pagpe-phase out ng mga sasakyan, kawawa naman po yung mga tao. Bagamat tayo po ay sa ibang bansa po ay hindi ito ang ginagawa. Pero yung mga tao po na walang pera, na ito lang ang kaya nilang sasakyan, kaya inaalagaan ho nila kahit napakatanda na, ay kawawa naman po dahil aalsa natin sila ng karapatang magdala at bumili ng sasakyan kahit luma na. Pero nasa kondisyon naman, Madam Chair. Pero tingnan po natin ang posibilidad ng number coding. Hindi po katulad sa ibang lugar na totally number coding, kundi number coding doon po sa mga peak hours na meron po tayo sa Lipa. For example, 6 o'clock to 9 a.m. and 4 o'clock to 6 p.m. So, pag-aralan po natin ito, ganun din po yung ating ginagawang, yung atin pong paghihigpit sa truck ban at yung pagbabawal po ng mga truck o kaya po yung mga malalaking sasakyan dito po sa kabayanan natin at pag-iisip ng mga bagong terminal outside po dito sa Lipa. So Madam Chair, we need to exhaust all remedies na pwede, and I am requesting the members of this august body their full support doon po sa mga ordinansa na pwede nating ipasa. Maaari pong itong mga ordinansa na ito ay medyo may kaapektuhan sa atin po, pero ito po ang nakikita natin na solusyon dahil wala na pong mangyayari kung kahit maglagay po tayo ng diversion road o kung anumang bypass road dahil patuloy po ang pagdami ng sasakyan. Tama po si Consel Merlo. So, ang kailangan po natin ay mabawasan yung mga sasakyang pumupunta sa kalsada, lalo na sa mga peak hours na meron po tayo, Madam Chair. So, I move that this matter, yun po yung ma-refer sa Committee on Traffic at napag-aralan po natin yung how to reduce the volume of vehicle during peak hours dito po sa Lipa. And at the same time, yung pagtatanggal na po ng mga pedestrian sa mga lugar na katulad po ng Lasal na meron po silang pedestrian dun sa may gate mismo, kaya doon po nagbababa ang mga sasakyan. So doon na po tayo mag-loading and unloading sa bypass na ginawa po natin, Madam Chair. Yung pong at yung pong mabilisang paggawain ng DPWH sa mga footbridge, lalo na po sa mga schools na nasa highway, Madam Chair.
Matter brought up is referred to the Committee on Traffic. Privilege, Honorable Nicole Ronquillo, you are recognized.
Madam Chair, yesterday po, one of our esteemed barangay captains has passed away. With that said po, I would like for a resolution to be passed expressing sympathy to the bereaved family of the barangay captain of Barangay Kayumanggi, Honorable Feliciano Dalisay, and granting posthumous recognition for his valuable contributions to his barangay and constituents. Madam Chair, I move for the urgency of the said matter.
Duly seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
Madam Chair, I move that the said matter be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Jointly moved by Honorable Gozos, Angeles, Lina, Morada, Macala. Seconded by Honorable... And Silva also, of course. Seconded by Honorable Umali, Rocafort, Manalo, Toledo, Recto. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Thank you.
Thank you. Regarding that? Okay. Honorable Avio Rocafort, you are recognized.
Madam Chair, I would like to inquire to the chairman of the Committee on Culture, Arts, and Heritage regarding my privilege when it comes dun po sa mandatory, the adoption of our video presentation of Lupang Hinirang, locally made by our dito po sa Lipa, and mandating all establishments and schools to use this visual of this video presentation at the same time all establishments na lalo na po yung mga sinihan doon po sa ating Lipenyuhim at Lupang Hinirang, Madam Chair. Kung nag-committee hearing na po ang kaibigan kong chairperson. Anong kayo po yung nasa Zoom?
Honorable Nicole Ronquillo, you are recognized.
Wala pa.
Wala
Sige.
pa po.
Sige po, at least alam na po niya, Madam Chair. So I'm reiterating my privilege speech so that again, the committee chairperson will be reminded dun po sa privilege natin para po makapag-conduct na siya ng committee hearing.
Madam Chair, I would just like to have it be on record po that I was on leave that time. So, ayun po. I guess I'll just backtrack po and then look into the matter. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Nicole. Privilege, Honorable Attorney Gali Angeles, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good morning to my colleagues. My privilege speech is about a project that would be undertaken by the spouses Dr. Benbenito Panganiban and Mary Ann Martinez Magsino. This is about establishment of a center that would cater for the PWD children that would be located in somewhere in Barangay Bulacnin. Inisluban. So in view of that, they need to, while applying for the permits, like the building permits and other licenses from the local government unit, they need to have the lot to be devoted for that center reclassified into a commercial area. The area is 2,771 square meters. I respectfully move that it be referred to the appropriate committee.
Matter brought up is referred to the Committee on Land Use.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Privilege, Honorable Venice Manalo, you are recognized.
Good morning po ulit, Madam Chair. My privilege po is about, kung natatandaan niyo po, nagpasa po tayo ng ordinance na maging official hashtag po natin is hashtag Eat, Pray, Love Lipa. And last weekend po, I conducted a meeting together with our Tourism Council headed by Tito President Joel Peña, and we came up po to a certain project para po lalo nating ma-promote ang hashtag natin na Eat, Pray, Love Lipa dito po sa ating lungsod. And ang project po na ito ay magkaroon po ng mga stickers, highly encouraging po ang ating mga public transportation na magkaroon po sila ng mga stickers sa kanila pong mga pampublikong sasakyan dahil naniniwala po ako na isang magandang promotion po ito na makikita ng ating mga kapwa Lipenyo, na makita po sa ating mga public utility vehicles na magkaroon po ng ganitong klaseng stickers like hashtag Eat, Pray, Love Lipa. And yes po. Pag-uusapan po natin to sa committee hearing. Ayan. And sana po may this matter be referred po para sa tamang committee. Thank you po, Madam
Matter
Chair.
brought up is referred to the Committee on Tourism. Honorable Avio Rocafort, you are recognized.
Hindi, Madam Chair, sana po ay hindi lang sa mga public transport vehicle. Yun po yung aking request. All establishments po na mag-a-apply ng mayor's permit ay kailangan pong maglagay ng hindi kahit po hindi sticker, mga tarpaulins outside their establishments with regards to the hashtag punong lipa. So, at hindi po ito, Madam Chair, voluntary. Mandatory on the part of the establishments and mandatory on the part of the public utility vehicle to put this particular hashtag. Otherwise, non-putting of this hashtag shall be penalized, Madam Chair. Opo, kasi hindi po, gawa po ng ano to eh. Gagawin po natin tong programa. Ito naman po yung hindi na po natin, I would like to suggest na hindi na po ito pabayaran. Yung pong mga stickers ng sasakyan. Pero yung mga establishments, considering that they are capable of having their tarpaulins, they need to provide their own. So yung pong mga stickers ng public utility vehicle, wala na pong bayad. Halimbawa po, sa jeep, sa labas ng jeep, doon natin ilalagay ang sticker, hindi sa loob, kasi hindi naman makikita ito sa labas. Sa loob, sa labas ng jeep, doon po sa may nakalagay na kung saan ang biyahe, para makita kung saan sila pupunta. Lalo na po, kung itong mga jeep na to ay Tagalipa. So, depende po sa rota, yun po mapag-aralan. Pero, I suggest na mandatory yung sa public utility vehicle. Tapos doon po sa mga establishments, mandatory din po before the issuance of mayor's permit. Dapat po lahat, kung yun ang plano nila gusto nilang makita ang hashtag sa Lipa, and for people to know that we have this hashtag, dapat po lahat.
Madam Chair, for everyone's information po, the Tourism Council po is highly encouraging po yung ating mga business enterprises. In fact po, meron na po tayong Instagrammable doon po sa may Wilcon na isa po siyang malaking hashtag na Eat, Pray, Love Lipa, at ito po ay kanilang, own pocket po nila. Sila po yung mismong gumastos to help the promotion of the said hashtag. Meron na rin po yung ibang resorts dito po sa part ng Halang. Meron din po sila made in mga Instagrammable na po na malalaki. Hindi lang po siya basta sticker. So I think depend po yun sa mga business enterprises kung ano pong klase yung gusto nila. Kasi tulad po nung nasa Wilcon, isang malaki po talaga siya na hashtag Eat, Pray, Love Lipa.
Madam Chair,
Okay po.
may suggestion ho kasi na wag nang pabayarin.
Yes.
Mapag-aralan na po sa committee.
Okay po.
Kahit po mga business establishments, wag nang pabayarin. Pwedeng sticker lang na malaki. Isama na rin po pala natin yung mga bus at shuttle bus. Kasi itong mga ito ay bumabiyahe sa Maynila.
Yes po.
So, mas maganda na ma-promote yung ating lugar pagka bumabiyahe po sila, Madam Chair.
Yes po. Kunin lang po namin yung...
At ipe-penalize po natin kasi hindi sila mamamandato, lalo na yung mga bus na yan, na maglagay ng sticker kung hindi po natin ipe-penalize, Madam
Sige
Chair.
po. Refer na lang po sa committee. Thank you po.
Yun ho, i-suggestion ng aking gobernador. Pag ito hindi lumaban, ako, sa iyamot ko, ako lalabang gobernador. Sisimulan ko sa Battle Lake. Oh.
Honorable Merlo Silva, you are recognized.
Hello. Yan. Okay na. Minabanggit to si Gatchalabi tungkol sa paglalagay ng panibagong terminal. Siguro, Madam Chair, isa yan sa sagot upang sa ganun ho ay hindi ho isasagot ho upang maiwasan ho natin ang trapiko dito pagdating sa JP Laurel Highway at sa iba pong sa Kabayanan mismo. Ang problema lang natin, Madam Chair, ay nakatali tayo sa ginawa natin ng ordinansa na kung saan ho ang SM Terminal ay siya ho natin binigyan natin ng karapatan na sila lamang ho ang maglagay ng terminal. Kaya siguro, dapat ho ay mapag-aralan din ho natin iyon. At hinihiling ko na mai-refer ito sa komitiba ni Attorney Gali dahil siya ho yata sa Ways and Means at Good Government na siya ho mag-aaral ng tungkol sa batas na ginawa ho, ordinansang ginawa ho natin. Upang sa ganoon, Madam Chair, ay kita ho natin, isa na ito sa solusyon. At sa akin nung tingin, tama lamang na tayo mag-create na madami yung terminal dito at hindi na ho maiwasan talaga natin, Madam Chair, ang pag-unlad ng lungsod na Lipa. Kaya, Madam Chair, may request to refer it to the proper committee.
Matter brought up is referred to the Committee on Good Government.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And just a comment, no? Of course, in different social platform, we have been observing that there are complaints against heavy traffic situation in Lipa City. I think one of the solutions that we can have is to transfer
To have another terminal.
to make an additional terminal or to transfer it outside the business center sa Lipa. Baka po pwede na sa isang proposition ay pagbawalan na natin pumasok ng Lipa ang mga bus at hanggang doon lang sila sa isang central station natin. I think one of the best site that we can have is a station near the City Hall. Malaki pa po yung mga lugar dyan sa may Bulacnin. Probably we can put up a central terminal there. Lahat ng bus nandun lang. Yung mga papasok lang po sa bayan, mga tricycle lang. That would be regulated also. So probably this can help ease out the traffic problems in Lipa. So I hope we can find a solution, at least kahit temporary lang po, kasi nakita natin yung mga traffic complaints ng ating mga kababayan. So, yun lang po, Madam
Siguro
Chair.
tingnan din natin,
Thank you.
baka pwedeng mag-dry run tayo. Tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari dyan. Siguro pwedeng ganun. Subukan natin.
Kasi may mga bypass road na naman tayo na po pwedeng doon naman gagaling ang mga tricycle. At least we have terminals there of the tricycle. From different districts na lang ang kanilang terminals doon.
Kaya lang, before we do that, Madam Chair, let's review, let's take a look to the ordinance that we had been passed
Before,
sa SM.
yes.
Siguro, tingnan natin how to amend that ordinance.
Baka hindi na siya applicable masyado
Yes.
given the situations that we have been yung parang masyado na marami ang sasakyan kung pupunta pa po dito sa SM. Baka pwede pong ilipat natin yan sa mas maluwag at para po ang mga buses need not to go or enter the CBD of Lipa. Ayun lang po.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Matter brought up is to be consolidated from the previous privilege that was referred to the Committee on Traffic.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Chair.
during doon po sa kasagsagan ng issue natin tungkol doon sa terminal ng SM, muntik na pong ipakancel ng chairman ng Committee on Traffic yung kontrata ng SM at saka po ng city government with regards to the grand terminal na pinasok po natin. One of which is the provision under the contract na nagsasabi na dapat po ang nagmamanage ng grand terminal ay SM. Hindi po nila ito pwede ipa-subcontract. Malinaw po yun dun sa kontrata. Ipino-point out lang po ng SM at ng abogado nila na may kapangyarihan daw sa SM na ipa-subcontract ito, pero nanindigan po tayo nung panahon na yon na ipapakancel natin ito. Hindi lang po natuloy dahil naiayos po ng SM at noong pong subcontractor at noong pong mga pumaparada na jeep at tricycle yung issue nila. Pero isa po to sa issue na pwede nating tingnan doon po sa pinasok ng city government nung panahon. Hindi, nakalimutan ko sinong mayor noon. Nung panahon po
Mayor Sabili.
hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam kung Sabili nga yata ito. Oo. So Madam Chair, I will support kung atin pong ipapakancel yung kontrata. I will support kung atin pong ipapakancel yung kontrata na ito ay Grand Terminal.
Amendahan na lang yung ordinance.
Hindi po, kasi nasa kontrata yun eh.
We have to review. I'm sorry, yes. May I speak?
You are recognized, Attorney Gali.
Thank you. I think we have to revisit the contract itself and we will check what is the duration of the contract. Ano?
25 years po yun.
25 years. Now, even if it's, of course, kailangan sundin natin yan. Pero we will also see and try to find out if we can amend it hindi naman siguro cancel, but amend to conform with the general welfare clause. Kasi kung hindi na ito nakakatulong sa atin sa Lipa na sobrang traffic na dahil lahat ng volume sa sasakyan papunta sa kanila, probably pursuant to the general welfare principle, probably we can do something about it and at least ease the traffic, the situation here in Lipa siguro. But we have to revisit the contract itself. I will help revisit it.
So I will support kung ito po ay magtatay-tay ng terminal. Kung hindi man po ito mangyari sa panahon ng sangguniang ito, pag ako na po ang administrator, ako na po mismo magkakancel ng kontrato. Kaya po hindi ko alam kung tutuloy yan o hindi. Kaya kaya pag hindi yan tumuloy, sisimulan kong upakan ang Batelik. Baka mananalong gobernador nang walang ginagastos na pera sa pag-upak lang sa Batelik.
Madam Chair, I would like to put in the record yung akin hong kanina sinabi, hindi ho para alisin ang terminal sa SM, kundi ho magkaroon tayo ng panibagong mga terminal, Madam Chair. Dahil hindi ho naman solusyon na alisin natin sa SM terminal kundi ang solusyon na nakita natin ay magkaroon tayo ng mga bagong terminal.
Halimbawa, kung terminal lang siya ng jeep,
Yes,
pwede yun. Pero ang mga bus natin, dilipat natin
yun,
outside the CBD, no?
Dahil in fairness naman sa
SM, gumastos na rin naman sila doon.
Tsaka budong, nakakatulong din naman para sa atin ng mga pasahero na medyo malapit ho diyan kaysa, kaya siguro creation of a new terminal.
I-regulate na lang natin. Sige. Thank you.
Privilege, Honorable Mikey Marada, you are recognized.
Madam Chairwoman, mga kasama, magandang umaga po sa inyo. Last time po na nag-codify tayo o nag-update tayo ng booklet na magkaroon tayo ng revenue code was in the 1990s. Ngayon po, napakarami ng updated na ordinance tungkol sa ating revenue code, yung mga fees na pinapalitan. Nais ko lang pong maparefer sa committee para mapag-aralan din. Baka we can codify, updated na codified revenue code para mabigyan natin ng bagong booklets ang ating mga kababayan at maging updated sila sa ating mga fees. Kasi kalimitan dito, yung pupunta mag-i-inquire, hindi minsan mali-mali na yung naibibigay na updated ordinance kasi sa dami na nga at hindi codified. And I think this will help bago pumunta dito sa City Hall, prepared na ang kanilang payments o kung ano man kailangan nilang bayaran at mag-guide natin ang ating mga kababayan with this updated codified revenue code, Madam Chair.
That is noted, Honorable Mikey Marada. We will include that sa codification po na ginagawa na.
May pundo ganyan. Dapat mag-put tayo.
Refer.
Refer to the Committee on Ways and Means
And
Appropriations. Lead committee would be the Committee on Ways and Means.
Okay, one more thing. Madam Chairwoman, can we update the committee referral to Committee on Appropriations? Maglalagay naman ng budget for this lang.
I'm declaring a recess.
Thank you, Madam
Thank
Chair.
you.
Isa pa, Madam Chair, one more thing dahil kanina pa pinag-uusapan yung traffic. Part ng traffic sa lungsod ng Lipa, napapansin ko, ay yung mga reckless driving o yung siguro mga uneducated drivers. Kasi po, nung mga nakaraang panahon, kausap ko rin po ang LTO, talamak po yung fixers. So malamang nung panahon na yon, maraming mga driver ang nakakuha ng lisensya na hindi dumaan sa tamang proseso. At dahil po doon, nabibigyan sila ng pribileyo na makapagmaneho ng sasakyan dito sa lungsod ng Lipa nang hindi dumadaan sa tamang proseso, hindi alam kung ano ang tamang mga rules and regulations natin sa kalye. At kaya ko na-open ito dahil napanood ko po sa social media yung isang video nung dalawang tricycle driver na nagkakarera dito sa Ayala Highway. Tapos biglang nabangga po yung isang tricycle, nabangga yung motor, nag-cause po ng accident. Pag may aksidente, may traffic, tapos abala sa pamilya, at syempre may kasamang gastos yan dahil syempre ma-hospital po sila. Madam Chair, I'm willing to pass a resolution asking the Land Transportation Office Lipa to suspend the licenses ng mga magiging reckless drivers na mahuhuli o maaksidente dito sa lungsod ng Lipa at padaanin muli nila sa tamang proseso ng driving school bago sila magbigyan ulit ng privilege na magkaroon ng lisensya. Nauunawaan ko yung ating mga tricycle drivers naghahanap buhay. Hindi naman natin pwede tanggalin yung kanilang paghahanap buhay sa pamamagitan ng pagmamaneho. Pero yung kanilang na-aksidente o naging biktima ng kanilang pagiging reckless, may buhay din po na katumbas. At hindi ho matutumbasan ng kahit ano pag nawawala ng buhay. So, Madam Chair, I don't know if I have to refer this, pero siguro mamaya pwede tayong mag-resolution requesting the land transportation. Pwede na? Okay, Madam Chair, I would like to pass a resolution requesting the Land Transportation Office Lipa to suspend licenses of drivers who will be causing accidents or who are kung sino man mahuhuli na reckless dito po sa ating lungsod for urgency.
Any second?
Second for urgency, so we have a
Second.
discussion.
Okay, you are
Question.
recognized.
Tatanong ko lamang po, kung tayo gagawa ho ng resolusyong iyan, ay meron na ho certain penalty na nakalaan para sa mga reckless driving. Ay magdodubli-dubli ho. Ay alin ho ang magsusupersede? Yung ating resolution or yung sadyang
Madam Chair, ang aking pong resolution is asking them to suspend. So, on top ng penalty, isuspend yung license sila, dumaan sila sa bagong proseso ng kuha ng bagong license. So, wala na. Pag sinabi suspend, ika-cancel yung kanilang lisensya, mag-apply muli sila ng panibago, dumaan sila sa tamang proseso.
so magiging dalawa ang magiging penalty sa kanya.
Nasa sa kanila kung paano nila pag-aaralan, kung paano nila gagawin. But that is a resolution na nire-request natin sa kanila dito sa atin sa Lipa.
Okay. Thank you.
Honorable Aviora Cafort, you are recognized.
Madam Chair, I would also like that siguro pwede rin po nating through CPOS sila ang mag-file ng kaso doon sa mga mahuhuli ng reckless imprudence na may mabibiktima na ipa-cancel sa LTO. Yun pong lisensya o ipa-suspend o ipa-revoke ang lisensya ng mga mahuhuli po natin. So, aside from the resolution, Madam Chair, I would request the good governor undeclared in the Sangguniang Panglungsod awaiting someone be also referred to the Committee on Traffic, Madam Chair. Without prejudice doon po sa resolution na i-issue natin so that pwedeng through CPOS, tayo na magre-request na sila ay ma-revoke o ma-suspend.
Okay, refer to the Committee on Traffic.
Okay, Madam Chairwoman, I'm amenable to the suggestion. Dahil tama rin na ma-involve natin yung ating local CPOS.
Okay, thank you.
At alam po ninyo, may gusto na rin po akong isama sa pag-aaral. Noon una ako po'y kumontra. Pero nakita ko po yung essence at yung logic nung hepe ng police dati na wala na po ngayon. Doon po sa request nila, na doon daw po sa area nila dati, Madam Chair, ay pagka ikaw po ay na-aksidente, na aksidente na bangga o may nasabitan ka, Tapos, pagka nagawa na ang mga documents at ayaw pa din nilang umalis sa gitna ng kalsada dahil nag-aantay pa po sila ng gagawa ng mga police report na nagiging cause ng traffic dahil matagal ho minsan dumating yung ating mga investigador, ay ini-issuehan ho nila ng obstruction na ticket. So, nung una, sabi ko, bakit natin i-issuehan? Kawawa naman, sila ngayon na-aksidente na. Pero nakita ko ho ang logic. Ang dahilan po, kaya ikaw na ang nagdadrive ng sasakyan, na-aksidente ka pa. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka maingat. Buhay mo na ang dala mo tapos hindi ka pa nag-iingat. So, Madam Chair, siguro isama na rin po natin sa proposal yon na additional traffic violation na yung proposal dati na pagka ayaw pa nilang umalis sa kalsada na nagkokos ng traffic kahit na sila nagkasabitan, both of them shall be issued a citation ticket violation of obstruction, Madam Chair, with a penalty of 5,000 pesos.
Okay, matter is likewise referred to the, is to be consolidated to the previous privilege, to the Committee on Traffic.
Okay, Madam Chair, thank you.
Any reactions? Wala na. Privilege. Honorable Spy Toledo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, naipasa na po natin sa office po ni Senator Robin Padilla yung request po ng ating City Mayor, Eric Africa, ang paghingi po ng tulong para po sa pagpapagawa ng Lipa City Public Library sa Barangay 1. Ito po ay allocation or dagdag pondo po na kung sakali pong mag-grant ng atin pong senator. At nais ko po sana, Madam Chair, na makapagpasa ng resolution bilang isa rin po sa requirements na hinihingi po ng Senate Office. Would like to pass a resolution requesting Senator Robin Hood Ferdinand C. Padilla to allocate funds amounting to 100 million to be used for the construction of Lipa City Public Library at Barangay 1, Lipa City, Batangas for urgency, Madam Chair.
Any second? Duly seconded. Discussion. Objection. Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
Likewise, Madam Chair, move for the final reading of the said resolution, Madam Chair.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Ronquillo. Jointly moved by Honorable Silva. Objection. Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading. Privilege? None. We now proceed with the reading of the minutes of the preceding session and approval of the same. Honorable Attorney Gali Angeles, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I respectfully move to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the minutes and the approval of the following: minutes of the August 30, 2023 regular session and minutes of the September 6, 2023 regular session.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Silva, Manalo, Umali, Makala. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Proposed ordinances and resolutions for the second reading. Honorable Avio Rocafort, you are recognized.
Madam Chair, move that we dispense reading of Committee Report on Finance 2023-08, letter A to D. Be adopted, Madam Chair.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Silva, Toledo, Manalo. Discussion? Objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the second reading.
And, Madam Chair, I move that we defer letter E in the meantime.
Sorry?
Letter E po, deferred.
E?
E. Defer.
Deferred.
Letter E. Senro. Mayroon pa po silang mga hindi na isasubmit na sa... Kasi malaki na po ang budget ng Senro sa gasolina.
Okay.
2 point something.
So, motion.
Yes, deferred po.
Deferred letter E. Okay. Business for the day.
Business for the day. Number 1, letter of the City Mayor endorsing the proposal of the City Civil Registrar regarding the increase in fees relative to the issuance of civil registry documents and registration of documents and court decisions or decrease among others.
Refer to the Committee on Ways and Means.
Number 2, letter of the City Mayor requesting the August body for the passage of a resolution granting authority to the City Mayor of Lipa to enter into a usufruct agreement with the DICT Batangas relative to the use of a parcel of land located at Barangay Uno, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 3, letter of the City Mayor requesting the August body for the passage of a resolution ratifying the addendum to Memorandum of Agreement between the City Government of Lipa and PLDT Enterprises.
Refer to the Committee on Public Utilities.
Number 4, letter of the City Mayor requesting for the augmentation of the amount of 200,000 pesos to augment insufficient fund for the other maintenance and operating expenses account of the Kolehiyo ng Lungsod ng Lipa.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 5, supplemental budget number 1 for the budget year 2023 for the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Dagatan, Lipa City in the amount of 430,000 pesos.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 6, reclassification request of spouses Edgardo Jacob and Victoria Consolacion of the 500 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Sampaguita, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 7, reclassification request of Aldin Hernandez of the 250 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Adya, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 8, reclassification request of Josephine Mitra of the 194 square meter parcel of property located at Barangay Sabang, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 9, reclassification request of Loida Casalo of the 24 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Pinagkawitan, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 10, reclassification request of Perlita Cuenca of the 150 square meter parcel of property located at Barangay Marawoy, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 11, reclassification request of Michael Ray Carr of the 293.43 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Tipacan, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 12, reclassification request of Narcisa Sonia Comia and Oliva Dulce Cornejo of the 520 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Gis, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 13, reclassification request of Miss Virginia Agonia of the 200 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Mabini, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 14, reclassification request of Joselito Gerardo Hernandez Jr. of the 1,265 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Bagong Pook, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 15, reclassification request of Jennifer Oberio of the 91 square meter parcel of property located at Barangay Lodlod, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 16, reclassification request of Mr. Romel Caraig of the 500 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Tibig, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 17, reclassification request of Michael John Mendoza of the 100 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Lodlod, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 18, reclassification request of Chari Gail David of the 400 square meter portion of property located at Barangay Bagong Pook, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 19, reclassification request of Rene Lantin of the 6,151 square meter parcel of property located at Barangay Sabang, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 20, letter of the City Mayor forwarding the request of Rene Lantin for the issuance of special use permit for the proposed warehouse to be located at Barangay Sabang, Lipa City.
Refer to the Committee on Land Use.
Number 21, letter of the Punong Barangay of Dos, Honorable Aida H. Rodriguez, endorsing to the August body Barangay Tax Ordinance Number 1, Series of 2023 entitled An Ordinance Integrating the Collection and Issuance of Barangay Clearance Fee and Other Permit Fees Related to Doing Business and Permitting Processes in the City Government of Lipa.
Jointly referred to the Committees on Barangay Affairs and Ways and Means. Lead committee will be the Committee on Barangay Affairs.
Number 22, letter of the Punong Barangay of San Benito, Honorable Quintin I. Piol, endorsing to the August Body Ordinance bilang 4, panunurang taon 2023 entitled Ordinansang Magpapatupad ng Ecological Solid Waste Management Program sa Barangay San Benito at nagbabawal sa sinumang tao na magtapon ng anumang uri ng basura sa mga lugar pribado, kanal, estero, ilog at iba pang lugar na hindi ipapahintulot na pagtatapunan ng basura.
Refer to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Environment. Lead committee will be the Committee on Barangay Affairs. Resolutions and ordinances for the third and final reading. Honorable Avio Rocafort, you are recognized.
Madam Chair, move that we pass an ordinance realigning the amount of 600,000 pesos to augment insufficient of fund under the accounts of MOOE of the Philippine National Police for fuel of the same office be considered approved for third and final reading and exempt of the three reading principle.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva Morada, Lina, seconded by Honorable Macala Manalo Toledo. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, move that we pass an ordinance augmenting the amount of 90,000 for insufficient of fund of repair and maintenance of the City Health Office. The same be considered as approved for third and final reading and exempt of the three reading principle.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Toledo, Manalo, Morada, Umali. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, I move that we pass an ordinance augmenting the amount of 30,000 pesos for insufficient of fund of fuel of the Bureau of Jail. The same be considered as approved for third and final reading and exempt of the three reading principle.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Manalo, Umali, Macala. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, move that we pass an ordinance augmenting the amount of 250,000 for insufficient of fund of fuel of the GSO. The same be considered as approved for third and final reading and exempt of the three reading principle.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable Manalo, Umali, Macala, Toledo. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, please refer to the Committee on Budget, Barangay Dagatan, Balintawak, Kumba, and Muntingpulo, SK Supplemental Budget, Madam Chair.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Madam Chair, move that the same be considered as urgent.
Any second? Duly seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
Madam Chair, move that we pass an resolution approving the SK Supplemental Budget of Dagatan, Balintawak, Kumba, and Muntingpulo. The same be considered as approved for third and final reading and exempt of the three reading principle.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, Manalo, Ronquillo, Angeles, Lina. Seconded by Honorable Recto, Toledo, Morada, Umali. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, referred to the Committee on Budget is the augmentation of fund under the Office of the Sangguniang Panglungsod for advertising, legislative, and training expense. With the majority of the members, I move that the same be considered as urgent.
Duly seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
Madam Chair, I move that we pass an ordinance augmenting the fund for advertising expense, training, and legislative research of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, the same be considered as approved for third and final reading and exempt of the three reading principle.
Second.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Silva. Objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, I move for a recess for 5 minutes. Wala na naman yan, no? Recess muna, time out. Oo. Kaya nga, recess.
I'm declaring a recess. Session resumes. Honorable Jujun Gosos, you are recognized.
Madam Chair, other matters po, motion for urgency po with regards to the following matters. Item number 10, item number 19, and item number 12 in the business for the day.
Seconded by Honorable King O'Malley. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
Madam Chair, I would like to request an ordinance reclassifying the property of Miss Perlita Cuenca from agricultural to residential use with an area of 150 square meters located at Barangay Marawoy. Reclassification request of Miss Narcisa Sonia Cumilla from residential to institutional use with an area of 520 square meters located at Barangay Gis. And reclassification request from agricultural to commercial use of Mr. Rene Lantin with an area of 6,151 square meters located po at Barangay Sabang. And they also have a request po for a special use permit for their proposed warehouse.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Silva. Objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Thank you, Madam Chair. There's more. Madam Chair, also, nasa akin po yung request ni spouses Sepuel and Michelle Siap for the reclassification of their property from agricultural to commercial use with an area of 47,072 square meters located po at Barangay Santo Niño. Motion for urgency, Madam Chair.
Any second? Duly seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
And the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable O'Malley. Objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, I also have po, ito po ay na-refer na po sa committee noong pong, committee hearing na po namin last week, nila po na isama sa committee report for today. Ang request po ng North Holdings Inc. and Grace De Castro and Noche Erwin for the reclassification of their property with an area of 1,500 square meters located po at Barangay Santo Niño, and they also have a special use permit request for their proposed farm. Motion for urgency, Madam Chair.
Any second? Duly seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
And the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable O'Malley. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, with regards naman po doon po sa privilege speech ni Consul Gali Angeles na makakalaban daw po ninyo eventually, yung request po ni spouses Bienvenido Jose Panginiban and Mary Ann Frances Martinez Magsino for the reclassification of their property from agricultural to commercial use with an area of 2,771 square meters located po at Barangay Marawoy. Motion for urgency, Madam Chair.
Any second? Duly seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
And the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable O'Malley and Angeles. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, I also have po the request of Miss Angel Daniel Amparo for the request for special use permit for their proposed warehouse located at Barangay Bulbok. Motion for urgency, Madam Chair.
Any second? Duly seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
And the same be excused from the reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable Umali. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
And Madam Chair, also, nasa akin din po ang request ni Attorney Martin Alex R. Bose, Legal Department Head po ng Matrix Venture Corporation, na agri-request po sila ng special use permit and letter of no objection po for their proposed e-kabayo. Na e-kabayo. E po, E, as in eggplant. Ang location po ay Dayton Commercial Place, located po sa JP Laurel Highway. Mercado de Lipa Commercial Place, located po sa San Sebastian. Paulo Commercial Place, located po at Barangay 4. And EMC 1 Commercial Place, located po at Barangay G's. Ito rin po, Madam Chair, kung tatanong lang po ng mga kasama, ay meron din po silang approval from PAGCOR at yung pong ikabayo po ay under din po ng PAGCOR. So motion for urgency with that regards, Madam Chair.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Umali Silva. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
And the same be excused from the three reading principle and approved for third and final reading.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable Umali. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, yung pong sa special use permit nung sa ikabayo, request na lamang po na separate po per location.
Okay po, noted po.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Any other matters?
Motion to adjourn, Madam Chair.
Any second? Duly seconded. Session is now adjourned. Thank you so much, everyone.